Olá pessoal, eu sou Diego, CEO da MeepleBR e Glyptodon Game Studios, responsável por esses belos jogos brasileiros aqui do Brasil. É um grande prazer estar acompanhando todos vocês na feira do DOF 2023 e ver esse evento maravilhoso sendo realizado. E hoje, ao lado de uma personalidade impressionante, Tom Vasel, the man, the legend, Tom Vasel. Nós vamos fazer uma rápida entrevista com ele e esperamos conhecer um pouquinho mais sobre a visão dele para o mercado Brasil, para o mercado de jogos, entender um pouquinho dessa visão. Tom, first of all, thanks a lot to be here. It's a great pleasure to receive you here. We appreciate that. And first question, Tom. Every year, a great number of games are released worldwide. And as YouTuber and a hobbyist, you had played a good number of games. What is the difference between an okay game to a great game in your view? It's the team, it's the mechanics, immersion.
It is the whole package, but I don't know. Sometimes I do know when I play the game. I know almost always. You can feel the game. A great game is a game that you can play years later, and that many people everywhere will enjoy. But I would say, in a year, there are very few great games. Maybe 3. Now, very good games, there is hundreds. Lots of very good games. And okay games, thousands.
So Tom, you already have played some Brazilian games.
Yes.
Sheriff Nottingham and such. And Comic Hunters, yes, Brazil, Paper Dungeons. So, what do you think of them? And you see something characteristics about a Brazilian game?
I don't know yet if I know there is a thing. I do know that Brazilian games are not very abstract. They love theme.
Yeah.
There's some sort of theme. It's again, not every game, but most of them. The theme is very strong, and they like interaction between the players. But I want to play more, really. That's why I'm here to meet people, but I also want to find new Brazilian games. I'm so excited to take back to America, because this is a new market. Sure. Brazil's one of the biggest countries in the world. Maybe in 10 years you'll be the biggest board game country in the world.
Hope so.
We'll come to Gen Con Brazil.
What do you think about these games coming from not well-known markets, just Brazil, or I don't know, some African games or Indian games in the Spiel of 2020, the digital Spiel? We saw a lot of these games coming from not the great centers of the world. Can you see something special about these games from those markets?
Yes, because the people in those markets are not tainted by everything. If you design in America, you play American games. If you design in Germany, but each country has their own culture. If you play Indian games, they have a very different feel, or Malaysia, or every country. But the internet makes it easier to get your games all over the world. The problem is, all over the world now, there are so many games, it is harder too.
In your experience, can you tell us what a game designer needs to seek? What key elements a game designer needs to try on a new game to try to place their games on the international market?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard.
I think it is just make a fun game.
Yeah.
And if it is a popular game, hooray. But if it is not, make another one.
Yeah.
Not everything is going to be popular everywhere. We mentioned Sheriff. Sheriff was published originally, Hart and der Grenz, in Germany, and it won an award, but it was not that popular. It was okay. But then they changed the theme, just one thing, to Robin Hood, and suddenly it became very popular.
Even in Brazil that happens because it's not so popular here in Sheriff. Even with the Brazilian game designer made the game, it's
Sometimes it is just one small change makes the game much better.
great. In 2019, I had a meeting with John Zinzer, the CEO of AEG Games, and we were discussing something about Brazilian games. I was presenting games for him in Essen, and he said that he believes what the next great wave of board games could be coming from South America or Brazil, because as you said, we have a different culture. It's not a great center that are producing board games just like the United States or Europe, and this culture can be a great element to present for the people. What do you think about this possibility to new game designers in Brazil that are seeing your interview?
I am in Brazil, so yes, it is Brazil. I don't know. Maybe, but I also think I think it is untapped. So I think South America, yes, but I also think India is very possible with 1 billion people.
Yeah.
And even Africa is starting to, the continent of Africa, we're seeing stuff. I think almost because the world is becoming smaller, it almost doesn't matter. You could be in any country and make a game, hopefully. But yes, I'm very excited about South America.
The fair just began, but what is your impression about the Brazilian market and so far? What do you think about the fair
People are
itself?
very enthusiastic. Everyone is very nice, and it is loud. Everyone is talking and having a good time. Sometimes, like some countries like Germany, they're very quiet when they play games. No one here is usually very quiet. Everyone is talking, and I'm seeing lots of families, especially couples, are here.
Yeah.
Not just one person, but two people together, and they both are having fun.
That's incredible. That's great. Well, Tom, once again, thanks a lot for your presence. It's amazing to have you in Brazil. It's a great personality, and I hope we can meet you soon. Thanks a lot.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Pessoal, muito obrigado. Isso foi bate-papo super rápido com o Tom Vasel. Esperamos vocês possam ver um pouquinho mais sobre o que está acontecendo no DOF e nos vemos em breve. Um abraço.